Yeah!
The Boneyard is brought to you by
Hey now everybody, on this week's episode we've got a
Wingdowser
knock your socks off whitetail hunt.
Well, I wish it was me.
Mitchell is so cute.
Hey Jason, how's it going?
Good, how are you doing, buddy?
We just got done scouting. That big buck we were hunting last year,
Oh, did you find him?
he's alive.
Oh,
And-
nice. Did you get any camera footage of him?
Yeah, through the spotting scope. He is an absolute giant.
Is he?
Like I've never seen a buck like it.
So what do you think he is, like a 7x6 or something, or what?
Oh, he's about same as last year. Maybe one extra point on each side, and he has a lot more mass, and he has a new main beam growing from the inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he's pushing 200. Like he could even be over 200. Be over 200. Well, it's August 5th, early season. We're going to the stand where I was successful the last 2 years. I shot the buck last year for my knees, so there's some lanes that need to be trimmed for sure, and we're gonna put the cold steels to work.
It's gonna be okay, Mitchell. That buck probably only ran like 5 miles.
By the pitch of the tone of the ping, I'd guess 6 or 7.
Don't worry about it, Mitchell. I'm sure that big buck will be back by the end of November.
It's September 2nd, the first night in the stand this year. We're going into our old faithful tree stand where we were successful the last 2 years, and it seems to me like everything's right. The wind's right, we know Lucky's here, and I'm hoping he makes an appearance and we can get an arrow in him. Let's go find out and see.
.0.
September 3rd, we hunted last night and didn't see Lucky. So tonight I'm gonna make my way up onto this greenery here, and my dad's gonna go overlook an alfalfa field where he came out August 20th. And we're gonna see if we can't pattern him and hopefully get him on the ground, so let's go see. Well, it's September 4th. 4 is my lucky number. We're going in to see if we can't harvest Lucky tonight. We were out here last night and we seen him well, I was on this side and I seen him, and my dad was on the other side in the alfalfa, and he was only about 15 yards from our tree stand. So I'm hoping he does the same tonight and we can get a shot at him and get him on the ground and see how big he is. Let's go find out if we can get him. Well, it's September the 5th. We're going in for the third night in the tree stand.
Stay tuned. I'm feeling lucky. We're back. Bing!
Well, it's September 6th. We're getting ready to go into the stand tonight. Well, it's September 7th. We're getting ready to go into the stand. It's been raining and snowing all day, so we're hoping they come out early and make an appearance. Like, he could even be over 200. Be over 200.
I'm pretty sure that was torture for Mitchell, watching that big buck walk under the other stand. Now, if anybody thinks that wind direction isn't a big deal, they should change their name to Wendy.
Or Gary. Or maybe Sal. If you're ever wondering what Jason, Calvin, or any of these other boneheads are up to, go to their Facebook page and or Twitter at Adding Bones.
Well, September 10th, we're getting ready to go into the tree stand. 2 nights ago, we went into our lucky double, and he came out across the field 15 yards from where we had 2 tree stands set up. So we're going to go in there tonight and see if we can't kill him. Stay tuned. September 11th, we're getting ready to go into the stand here. Last year to this day is when I killed my buck last year.
Meh. 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 I nailed him.
Mitchell is no stranger to big bucks. When he was 12 years old, his dad Roger took him to the blind, and within 1 hour, he shot this buck. So then the following year, if you do the math, he'd be 13. Mitchell shoots this buck.
Big giant buck with a bow.
With archery.
Helium put a hurting on him. Archery equipment.
And he's a giant.
And he's a giant.
He knows how to close. Bing!
Well, it's September 15th. We're getting ready to go into the tree stand. Last night we came out scouting and he made his way out into the alfalfa field where he came out the first time we seen him in August. And he was heading right towards our tree stand. It got dark before he got there, but we're going in there to harvest him tonight. It's one of the only nights we can hunt since we're going down south on Thursday. So we're going to go in there tonight and see if we can't get him, and hopefully he makes it to our shooting lane in time before it gets dark. Come along and see what happens.
Zero. Ping!
It's September 27th. We're getting ready to go in to see if Lucky won't make an appearance so we can get an arrow in him. We finally have the right wind. We haven't been in here for 11 days and the wind's been all right, but we just haven't come in yet because we don't want to spook him. Tonight is the perfect wind. So if he makes an appearance, he won't smell us like he did that one night, and hopefully I can get an arrow in him. Stay tuned. Once again, Lucky comes out across the field right below our tree stand. All we could do was watch. And then another smaller buck came out and we watched some more. Well guys, my dad's just running home to grab the safety harnesses. We forgot the safety harnesses, and we were just heading to the tree stands, and as badly as we wanted to go in, we want to be safe. I'd rather our lives are more important than a deer, so even lucky. So guys, always take safety into consideration and don't just go hunting without a safety harness, especially if you're going to be in a tree stand. So we've been waiting for the perfect wind. We finally got it. It's a northwest wind. If he comes out where he did the couple nights ago, we should be able to put an arrow in him. And last year we thought he was lucky, but this year I think he's smart, because he's been coming every time we go into the tree stand and he comes where we can see him. He comes in downwind, so hopefully he doesn't do that tonight. He's got to slip up sooner or later, and as soon as he makes a mistake, we should be able to get him on the ground, so stay tuned.
Don't touch that remote. It's prime time and Lucky's traveling companion is in bow range. And you know what that means. Bing!
Hi, I'm Eldon, and you're watching the Boneyard.
This segment is brought to you by Cam Clark Ford, located on the west side of Gasoline Alley, Red Deer, Alberta.
I'm feeling lucky. Bing!
That's the first time we've seen that buck without Lucky, so I decided to pass him.
You should have taken that buck, Mitchell, and then let Calvin and Jason hunt your spot. Bing!
No. Well, we're getting ready to go into the stand for what seems like the 100th time, but it's not. And the cold front came in last night, so hopefully that gets the deer up on their feet tonight early. And hopefully Lucky comes out tonight and he makes an appearance so we can get an arrow in him. Stay tuned.
Ping!
Well guys, we've been hunting Lucky pretty hard and we haven't been able to get an arrow in him yet, or even get him into shooting range, but well guys, we scouted last night and he came out. He was the first deer out in the field. As soon as we got here, the sun wasn't even down and he was already out feeding. Well, the wind's perfect on Lucky, but we're not able to hunt him tonight because we were talking to the farmer and he said he was going to be picking up the canolas. Well, we just rushed home from our land. We were out there for Thanksgiving. The whole family was out there. We had to leave a little early so we could rush out here to hop in the tree stand and hopefully Lucky makes an appearance. Meh. Meh.
That's not lucky, but it's a good one, so stay tuned. Bing!
I'm Perry. I'm Mike. Oh, screwed it up. Okay. Start over again. Oh, I'm supposed to go first. No. One more time. Send it this way, Dick, and then you, Mike. Okay. Okay. Action. Hi, I'm Perry. I'm Dick. And I'm Mike. And you're watching the Boneyard.
This segment is brought to you by Chillin' Cam and Chillin' Sticks.
Meh. Meh. Oh, I hit him a little high. It's a big drop tine, Dad.
It's a big drop tine buck. Where did he come from?
I don't know. It's him. It's that drop tine. He's huge. It's not lucky, but it's a big buck.
I heard one when you hit him, didn't they? Come, oh.
I hit him high, a little high, because I didn't know far. Put it here, Dad. I think we might got him. I hit him a little high, though. It wasn't shoulder, so I think we're still good.
Wow, what a beautiful buck, Mitchell. They back out to check the footage on the big screen.
Look at that tree.
It's even bigger than I thought.
Here it is. He ducked my arrow.
You ducked, eh?
But I bet you I got this much penetration, top the lungs.
Mitchell videoed the video with his cell phone and then sent it to Calvin and I to ask our opinion on the shot. We both said dead deer. They head out at first light to find that monster buck.
Well, guys, it's the next morning. Shot that big drop tine buck last night. And we backed out, gave him 3 hours, came back in and tracked blood. Found my arrow, so I did get good penetration. And we tracked him about a couple 100 yards, and there's just blood everywhere. And it's lung blood. There's bubbles in the blood, but we left him overnight because the blood just kept going, and we didn't want to jump him and run him to neighboring property. So we're coming in this morning. We got my uncle to help track, and we're just gonna follow the blood to where we last seen it last, and keep going. And hopefully he's not too much further. Stay tuned. Well, guys, he's pumping hard. Since I shot him, he's been bleeding like this. It's like a red carpet. He can't be much further. This is exactly where he came from, so I'm hoping he bedded down there and died. So let's stay tuned. Let's go find out if he's laying over here. Last night was a night to remember. We seen him come out across the field about 1,000 yards away, and wouldn't you know it, half an hour later he comes out with 2 does right into range. Shot him at 36 yards. He ducked my arrow. I made a perfect shot. We reviewed the footage, and he ducked about 4 inches, and I hit him a little high. So he backed out, came in this morning, got back on the blood, and was it easy tracking. There was blood everywhere. He's a dream buck. Like, honestly, look at that drop. It's about 13 inches. Still got velvet on it. That's really cool. We're putting him on the wall because he deserves to go on the wall. It's just weird hunting an area for a couple years and not seeing a buck, and he lives in the area. It's just, I don't know. I found that really weird. And I want to thank my dad. That's probably the most important. Without him, I wouldn't have this buck, put it that way. And comes out every day and films me, so it's gonna be my turn to film him here right away. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this buck as much as I did. Thank you.
We were really expecting some great things from Mitchell and Roger, and wow, they knocked it out of the park. Congratulations, Mitchell and Roger.
Congratulations, Mitch. What a beauty.
Did you ever know that you're my hero? Congratulations, Mitchell. Nice buck.
Congratulations, Mitchell.
That buck ended up grossing over 170, which is huge for a mainframe 4. If you have any questions for Calvin or myself, head to our website, www.theboneyardtv.com, and we will be happy to answer any questions you have. Take care, my friends. Peace and love. Peace and love.
The Boneyard is brought to you by their very own Killin' Cam and Killin' Sticks. Cam Clark Ford.
You cute little bugger.